Is this going to be another story where it's like set in a VCR store and there's a bear and you fight and you gather stuff? Because like, how many Zenless Zone Zero can you actually peddle on the 20 million people that just?
This is not Zenless Zone Zero.
Everything is Zenless Zone Zero.
You anime ignorant.
It's 4 a.m. and we're rolling the dice. Matei drops knowledge made of gold and ice. Felix with ads making those coins rise. Jack up designs, worlds chasing the sky. We're the 2.5 gamers, the midnight crew. Talking UA adverts and game design too. Matei, Felix, Shaka bringing the insight. We're rocking those vibes till the early daylight. Matei, UA, master eyes on the prize. Tracking data through the cyberspace skies. Felix stacks dollars like a wizard in disguise. Jacob's crafted realms lift us to the highs. 2.5 gamers talking smack. Slow hockey stick, got your back. Ads are beautiful, they light the way. Click it fast, don't delay.
Because so
sorry.
hello, welcome dear listeners. Hello. My name is Matej Lančarič.
I'm Felix Broberg.
And I'm Jakub Remiar.
And we are your hosts. And we are talking about, I don't know, love and deep space. Because our love for anime is deep as space.
There's no anime. Literally zero anime.
I don't fucking care. It was boxed already. So we were talking about Vita Mayong because Felix kind of pushed it, like me a little bit. But now, welcome to this episode of fucking.
So Vita Mayong we worked out
space.
made what, like 50 mil a year. So this one makes that in a month, according to Jacob. So yeah.
Which is fine.
Shall we start?
Yes. Yeah. Please, let's start. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, share the screen, show the game.
Today, you're going to learn some stuff that you never even thought is possible. Okay.
That's very true. Because
8 million a day?
Today's episode is brought to you by our partners, sponsors, PVX Partners, the simplest and most effective credit line for marketing. Because if you're scaling your game, like Love and Deepspace, and you need funding, here's the deal. With PVX Partners, no equity dilution. You don't need to sell your soul or your company. And you can repay as you get paid. It's flexible, fast, and fully tailored for your growth. Plus, you can actually secure funding in 30 days and get the term sheet in just 24 hours. Take control of your UA budget without giving away a piece of your company. Visit pvxpartners.com and see how they can help you. So again, pvxpartners.com. Now we can go back to this amazing and deep episode. And again,
is that 8 million in a day?
Yes, it is. And
the classic gacha shit.
No. Let's cut the crap right here. I'm going to be very frank how this is going to roll.
Right.
This is going to be one of those episodes that very few people will watch or listen. For
That's
those
fine.
that are not
That's
interested, feel free to leave. But we'll do the hard content anyway because we want to learn. And we want for you to learn. And this will be one of it.
Brother.
This will be hard content. So watcher beware. From this point on, you're going to see stuff that you never saw before.
When we're covering a game that's Chinese characters only, then you know it's going to be hardcore.
It's not Chinese characters.
Yeah, yes, Felix.
Stop with the thing. It's like calling like Asian people everyone's the same. Not how it works.
Okay.
Anyway,
Korean.
so let's start. The thing with your knowledge base level where it starts, so we all know what waifu games are, which is already advanced knowledge in these circles.
Yeah.
So waifu games are the games where it's usually a gacha-driven game where you're collecting characters of women, and you pretty much need to pass some gate checks or RPG checks, whatever. It's usually an RPG. And all the characters are women, and you're a male character, and there's dating involved usually, or some kind of infinity system or whatever. You can marry them.
WhatsApp groups, and all
stuff
the fun.
Like Top Girl, which is the Forex kind of example, stuff like Azure Lane, which is the World War II battleships as girls, ship girls, or Uma Musume Pretty Derby, where you race with the girls, horse girls, exactly, stuff like that. Waifu genre is actually very popular in Asia. Exactly, and this is the reverse of it, and it is called Otome game. So this is actually a game for girls where every single character is an attractive man. Here we
No.
go.
Yes.
What? How
Yes.
saucy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is, and the company we're talking about today is the best in class with this. And it's not one game, it's multiple giant games that they run and that you already heard before. And we're going to go through it. So
you know what's my problem with this game is that I don't think they run a lot of UA.
Could be.
I'm going to
Because
show
they,
you. I'm
they
going to show
kind
you.
of cornering the market.
Yeah.
So
I guess.
just so you know, I'm not pulling crap. Like this is literally Wikipedia page. So if you want to look and check,
Everybody can write a Wikipedia page.
Why don't we have one?
be my guest.
That's a very good idea, actually.
Yeah, so let me just read this one sentence. Representation of women in Otome Games. The main female character is generally characterized as either self-insert or non-self-insert. Self-insert does not have personality and backstory, giving players space to insert themselves into the game. In contrast, the non-self-insert characters has more vivid personality and basically they have scripted story. However, in either the case, the main character in most Otome games has a fixed image. Usually the game unfolds blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Representation of men. This is the important part. The main men characters who can develop a romantic relationship with vary from the game to game. In general, however, the appearances of main men characters who can develop romantic relationship are handsome and attractive. These are some typical character archetypes such as Oresama, Kudere, childhood friend, Shota, mature older man, Dandere, Megane, Tsundere, Yandere, Genki guy, the flirt, and the playboy.
Why don't you add Abercrombie? Why don't you add Abercrombie and Fitch to that? Like, it's the same thing they're selling.
So basically, it's stuff like this where you have these kind of charts where you see, like for instance, here we have the data types of our game that we are kind of looking for. Yeah, here we are. So yeah, they are typical archetypes like cold on the outside, very warm in the inside, the joyful, the psychopath, whatever, the bad boy, the usual thing. Yeah, same applies for waifu games. So we're there. Why are we talking about this game? Because it makes shit ton of money. So for but December, they did 41.5
but it's
million.
dying now. It's dying.
It's dying,
as the
usual,
other surface level podcast would say.
By the way, during its launch month, it is like 15 million, second month like 25 million. So it's growing actually. And it's growing because if you see this kind of curve, you know what?
It's a good gacha game.
Exactly. It's a good old gacha game because gacha game works on these revenue spikes, which are the introduction of new banners, which means new characters to take on from gacha from exclusive time period.
And if you see that the spikes are actually growing, that's the healthy
That's the
sign.
good sign. Exactly.
That's the healthy sign.
The spikes are growing, and during Christmas, it seems there was some great character that we actually missed. If we put on the bullshit filter,
I unwrapped this character in my Christmas gift.
For sure.
There was the main Dandere.
The important part, it's China. It's 60% of revenue from China. I won't deny that. It's there. But there's 12% from US, which is the second biggest. And then there's the usual culprits such as Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Germany. On
what the fuck is Germany doing there?
I don't know. Maybe Asian people even in Germany, I don't know.
Most probably.
But then the usual kind of a culprits. But yeah, it's mainly Asian because this thing comes from Asia, and even the archetypes themselves, I think, are a little bit more culturally appealing to Asian people. So it's just how it works. That's it. Nevertheless, the developer is the important story here. So if we go to the developer, it's actually Paper Games. We won't see
good old paper games.
Yeah, we won't see it here as like lots of Asian characters basically. But if we go from game to game, also what they started pretty much in 2016, or I think even sooner. If I have the chart here,
I think the only Love Nikki is the game that everybody should know
Nikki
at least.
Is the game that everybody should know. Where Love Nikki is the game where you are basically battling with clothes gacha. So you have two girls against each other, which they have style points for however you can dress them up, and these style points can clash together, and you have abilities like remove your opponent's socks or whatever stuff like that. It's very innovative by its time. It was like the game that did this, and it's the game that built the studio, and it's like amazing. Like you can laugh as much as you want, but these guys know what they're doing.
Socks. It could have been anything, but I love that you use socks as the example.
So I just remember that from my time spent the game. But these guys are cornering their own market. This is the more important thing. So it's great. So they started with this. Then in 2018, they went into not here, but I think here, which is Shining Nikki Fashion Makeover, which still did already 226 million lifetime.
Nice.
On 17 million downloads. Just saying. Which again, if we go here, we can see what from the chart?
It's dying.
This one is not working.
No, it's a gacha game.
Yes, of course.
Big
Big
spikes.
gacha game is
Gacha
decreasing.
It's a gacha game, of course. And then afterwards, they went with this title, which is, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. No. I know. Just like looking at the characters, need to find the right icon. Not this. No, this is the one. I think this is the Shining Nikki, and then the other one is yellow. One is, or maybe just the other version of Nikki. So basically, what they were doing, like the main point I'm trying to tell, is basically that until until December 2023, they were all doing 2D stuff. That's this is I think the one. This one
doesn't matter.
If you look at, for instance, this game, which I don't even know how to translate because they don't have like an English translation, like Evil times Love or whatever. It's basically very similar to what we're playing today, to Love and Deepspace. It's just in 2D. You see.
Yeah.
So a lot of the mechanics that we have there is just like fully 2D.
It's like Maple Story.
Maple
Studio. It's almost like that.
It's similar story. It's similar story.
Exactly.
Like they took their niche, took their genre, like they polished it for last like 12, 13 years, and they know what they're doing, and they're just like continuing to build up. And then we have the big bump here, which is Love and Deepspace, which is the first full 3D, and we'll get to it because literally the game looks like cinematics from Final Fantasy. Regarding it's literally like the surface visual. If you don't know what you're looking at, there's Final Fantasy. There's like Cloud with the giant longest sword and stuff like that. Like where is he?
Totally.
That's literally how it looks. And then you have the last game, by the way, which we talked a little bit on the podcast before, which is Infinite Nikki.
Yeah.
And Infinite Nikki is actually a game that's been talked about a lot. They had a giant launch with 10 million revenue in December. And it was this kind of where is it? I think here it is. Yeah. This open world kind of Genshin style game for girls where there's no combat. So literally imagine a Genshin style world where you're going around doing activities, but there's no combat. There's like puzzles, there's arcadey stuff, kind of levels, stuff like that. There's flying. This literally looks like Genshin, but just without the combat and for girls. Yeah, and this was again completely cross-platform, PlayStation and so on and so forth. So big launch. But still, even though this is coming from the Nikki brand, didn't cut the thing as our handsome guys here, which scaled in December to 41.5 million. And I don't think so they're going to be stopping anywhere soon.
Yeah, just go to downloads and you will see.
Yeah. So here we go.
Oh, whoa.
No. The thing is that this is like 500,000 a day here sometime in the beginning of like last year.
Now it's like 30K.
20K.
Can you show me the retention on this?
Yeah,
it must be crazy high.
It's just that games in Asia work a little bit different.
Because you play on desktop and you play a little bit on mobile, or?
You can't. No, this is US only, and in China will be way different retention.
Yeah, how do we get to China?
You don't.
You don't?
Yeah, I don't think you have China there.
Can you type in China?
I don't think so.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You can't. Maybe if we select the region, Southeast Asia.
Oh wow, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
It seems it's working.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. So 7% day 90. Does that fit?
I would say it's way more than that.
Yeah, seems so.
Most
56% day one, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. So just saying, this is the company that's pretty much cornered this kind of a like female-driven market, and the demo is also very interesting to look at because it's young girls. It's very young girls.
Mm.
See the chart here.
Mhm.
It's like 86% female, and like average age is 26, even though the group of
50% is under 25.
yeah.
Oof.
So you see,
How the fuck is this making so much money then?
Hmm?
How does it make so much money then?
well, you already get a job at that age. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, but
And keep in mind, this is the other very important thing. People in Asia are single.
fair.
People in Asia are single. There's like 40% of people in Japan in productive age that don't have a partner because like their kind of relationship thing works a little bit different like here. And they're like in a very steep like demographic decline because people don't get into a relationship. They kind of end up in this like culture of, too much work, not having enough time. So they go for these like very quick fixes, which are stuff like these. Or like, the host clubs or what the usual thing we always go to Tokyo in the walk and like you see all the banners and stuff like that. It's like completely normal in their culture.
I have never been to Tokyo, so I have no idea what you're talking
so
about.
next time you should come with us finally.
Next time, yeah, one
No.
time, next time.
Anyway,
Yeah,
just
no.
saying it works different in Asia, and this kind of complements that culture. Like this,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
thing
yeah.
complements that culture. It's
Yeah, fair,
normal.
fair enough.
So going actually to the game itself,
Finally.
finally. What do you mean? Just 50 minutes history lesson. That's worth it.
No, it's fine, of course.
No, it's good.
it's
It's really
great.
good.
Yeah. So
I'm not sure how I feel about this, but okay.
man, you just wait until get to breathing function.
Wait, yeah, just wait.
Breathing
Just wait,
function.
just wait. Yeah, just wait.
Man, it's gonna
It
be
can-
like really. It's gonna escalate really quickly from here on.
yeah. Exactly what you expect.
Yeah. So how this thing works? So you start with the story thing. Keep in mind that this is coming not from a studio that's interactive novel based, like chapters or episodes or like the mechanism, but they have it as the core, and they actually evolved it because it's not stories or chapters, but even if like main thing how to play the game is to go through the story, and these are basically your chapters.
Yeah,
If you go through these chapters,
Top Girl.
it's
absolutely
a little
Top
bit.
Girl.
It's basically a CGI movie. Like the pages in your chapter screens, those are basically a CGI movie. So if you go somewhere
Real
here,
short. Just go. This
Yeah,
is real
like,
short for sure.
let's go to one episode. I'll show you, and it's very very comfy, very interesting. I think it's done super well. I haven't seen anything like this in the West ever.
Yeah, no.
It's
It's never gonna be made, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So just imagine the controls. Like you just kind of. I have it by the way on shit graphic difficulty because it keeps crashing. I had to literally. You can go like super high detail. And
and then you
like,
can fry your X on your phone.
Exactly. Important thing. You can do auto. So you just leave this on and it pretty much literally plays now a cinematic. You don't even need to click. You can increase the speed. It's fully narrated. So
yeah, I can't hear shit, so thank you very much for
you're glad for that. You can even
Is it
read
English
if you
or?
want.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's in English. It's in English. You
Man,
can again.
it
There's
has to
multiple
be.
local. Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be
12% revenue in the
Yeah.
US, man. I told you.
Hmm.
So and then it's all basically from the female character's point of view, and you're going through this different situation. The story is a little bit like crazy to my thing because it's just like you're some. By the way, you can only be a girl, of course. No
of
other way.
course. I mean,
You can only
that's my default pick.
Yeah. By
Always.
the way, the customization menu was like the deepest customization menu I ever saw. It's literally like you have 5 or 6
Just look at the
changes to
demo.
Yeah. Like I know,
That's
but
it.
you have like 6 options to fine tune the pitch of your voice.
Yeah, nice.
Not different voice, like just fine tuning it.
Yeah. That's what matters.
Yeah, that's what matters. So they're doing it very well. So see, this was like one of the cinematics. We can go a little bit more let's go a little bit more.
Unicorns. Oh,
No, unicorns. Where?
Hey,
You want to go to unicorns? First
yeah,
one.
in
Okay,
unicorns.
okay. I think that's my captain telling me that like how stuff works in their army. So there's some whatever super high tech civilization and like it's being attacked by some wanderers or whatever. Like portals open and creatures come out of them, and we need to hunt them down. Blah 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 shit.
Okay.
So that's there. So there's definitely some kind of sci-fi fantasy thing.
Yeah.
This is usual. And then these guys are basically all helping you. The characters from the game. They're just 5 of them. Like just 5 of them, and you meet them all through the story, and they all again are through these archetypes, like the bad boy, the the warm guy, the whatever, the cop, or doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And
the LinkedIn police.
LinkedIn police.
Well, LinkedIn police. And they interact with you, and you get to know them. Blah blah blah. The important part is that this game basically has 3 cores. So this is the first core we're looking at. This is episode and choices, which is the interactive novel stories. It's, I think, a little bit less interactive than I'm used to with like chapters and episodes, like less clicking of options, but still there are options. A little bit, there are options. Then the other core, I guess they don't really put the one where there's actually like talking with the character here, but we can get to that later. But yeah, let me show you the other core.
Yeah.
Don't need to like dwell into. So this was the interactive story based core, like visual novel.
Yeah.
Then in between, and this is the stuff where it's really mind blowing. There's Gacha RPG combat. So literally think stuff like solo leveling Arise that we did, or Felix's favorite Zenless Zone Zero. This is where Zenless Zone Zero basically happens.
Okay.
So you put up your characters. You have your 2 main characters that go, this is me and this is my companion, basically. These are the elements of the enemies that I need to match, stuff like that. The characters and the gacha tokens that you're taking are memories of the characters. I'll get to it. This is very interesting. And we basically go in, and the biggest mindfuck is the game turns landscape. Always. You can't like do that. Basically, game goes landscape for combat.
What's up with the
for combat?
Yeah, okay, cool. What's up with the ping pong balls on the loading screen? Does that mean anything?
No, it's just a visual. there's nothing, but it's literally the game goes landscape, and there's no other way to play the combat. So, good news is that we can have the autoplay, but not in this chapter because we took like a stage that's not unlocked yet. But yeah, I can at least show you. But it's basically again the same as literally combat as like Zenless Zone Zero or solo leveling Arise or whatever. And you have like combo abilities with your partner that again we can try. See, like he did some kind of move there. Whatever it is, like not really a hard stage anyway. And I switched from pistol to a sword.
I'm surprised it has combat in it, right?
Man, it has so much combat. You would be like I was like, really, girls do play that much combat? Like, literally, this is the second game. This is like solo leveling Arise style of like gacha heavy combat, action combat RPG in it. This is the second game. We're already there, and there's one more in it. So you play these like short sequences, see like all like fully fledged super attacks, abilities, everything. Like it's not that deep as like solo leveling Arise or Zenless Zone Zero, but it's still deep, and like you see all the usual anime stuff there. So it's very good. Like don't get me wrong, it's more working as like a stat check. If your characters have enough HP and damage to kind of continue with the story, that's there. Because there are many gating mechanisms here, but they have literally like this is the second game now that they built into it, and then comes the third one, which is the most important one. I can give you a guess what that one will be. Any guesses?
No.
The dating core.
Of course.
Jesus.
So much options for dating. So if you are not building your characters or going to the story, like there's a lot of these like literally date mechanics that you can do with the character because it builds their affinity. Affinity unlocks new stories, new relationship, blah 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 blah. So we go to photo studio, and again, as I said, only these 5 guys for the whole game. No other love interest characters, and they have it done very smartly regarding the gacha stuff, because how can you do gacha with just 5 characters? And they did it. They did it very well, I think. So you have these 5 guys. Let's take, for instance, Zane, and you can go and pretty much do a photo shoot with him. And again, like choose everything, like all these, like in first photo there will be just me, 2 of us, him, this background, that
you
background.
can play around with this for so long.
Yeah, you can play around, share it on Instagram, whatever, do like all the, party stuff, the usual thing. So like imagine the photo booth that's on the weddings. So like it has even more options than that. So that's there. So that's just one activity that then you can have. Then there's the other activity, which is like, I was like, really? I've never seen this one. So just wait until it loads. So there's actually an ASMR stuff. Where
Of course, there's
this,
ASMR stuff.
There's this thing which is by your side. And what we have here, secret times, which I don't have unlocked because, of course, my relationship with Xavier is not that high. But if you go here into tender moments, there's literally podcasts of these guys talking to you. And you're just listening to them.
Is it real voices, like voice actors, or is it like?
I would guess so. Like this is not AI, definitely. Like it takes a lot of kind of. So you see here at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like literally, and there's like a lot of like noises and like, as I said, ASMR stuff, not just talking voices. So that's there. Just one thing what they have here. Then we go and we have the falling for you, which is the most important part. This is literally the dating part and like doing the relationship part where you go and do some kind of different things. For instance, here, if we go there, so I, for instance, make choices in this because I said, have you heard like I basically had an option to stay silent and do some lame ass joke.
Yeah.
And I did the lame ass joke and leads to this. And then the guy, whatever, I'll show you how it looks. But there's so much options.
Yeah.
Like must be an army of people working on this game. Literally army. Yeah. I can imagine less than 300 at least, even in China.
I mean, if Block Plus has 150, right? Yeah.
So many features and like so wild features. So again, see, we're with the character, we're talking with him, blah 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 blah. Again, we can. I think the only thing I'm missing here is the speed up option, because I don't think they just have the like skip option like to the next one. Yeah, this guy is actually some kind of frost mage, and he makes like a seal for me. What? Because in her childhood he gave her snowballs because they were to some aqua park and like there were whatever story. Yeah, you can then put the seal that you get from this. You can then go and you can decorate and use it as a furniture in your furniture setup with him.
Come on.
Yeah, I think it's here. Literally an option menu that's called with him. So not this guy. We change the guy. How do we change the guy? No, not this one. Here. Change the guy. There's my seal. Right there. It's interactive. See? Like it's to the limit, literally what they did here. Let's go to the interesting part. Gacha.
This is the moneymaker.
Yeah, the moneymaker.
Oh yeah.
So this is their current banner, by the way. So how this basically works is that this is the base gacha, the one that stays forever. There's typical PT in 60 pulls. You get 5-star character, the base character, so on. Yeah. What are the characters, by the way? Even characters are memories of these 5 guys. So each character is basically related to one of these characters, and it's a memory. And you use them in battles, as you saw, to give you stats and kind of to use them. But on the other hand, also, each memory unlocks the guy's kind of story progression, the intimate, whatever relationship stuff. So, for instance, we have this guy, the pilot guy. And I just don't have the memory pair to upgrade him, not enough shards from his next thing, but still, like, I can ascend him. blah blah blah. And so here's like a lot of stats. You see HP, attack, damage, like girls game, and it's like very heavy
Yeah.
RPG. So, and you get these per usual from the gacha. So we have, as I said, the normal gacha. Then we have some wishlist gacha. They have like a lot of mechanics here to kind of offset the randomness with the wishlist and stuff like that. We cannot do 900, and this is the limited one, which again ends up in 3 days something, where there's like some. They even have running some kind of event where you're interrogating these guys somewhere, and there's some.
Yeah, that's I will show you in the creatives.
Yeah,
It's-
some crazy
it's
shit
there.
basically. Yeah. So, and all of these guys are pretty much like memories of these precise wish, where whatever. Yeah, so they know what they're doing here. Pretty much girls are falling for this. And then there's very massive kind of event setup as usual, where there's your main event, the event lineup with all of these things that they're doing, like daily supply, whatever, follow us, join us, social media stuff. That is the accompanied gacha event where we literally have the torture room with the guy. And there's, by the way, some kind of a mini game. Again, like I was like super interested. Like,
Wait, what?
Yeah,
There's
like,
so many ads, Felix. Like this is an ad juggernaut.
see. So, yeah, they have a lot of different things in this game.
Do you think Americans are playing this, or is it like
Yeah, they are.
Chinese
they are.
people living in America?
No, it's true.
Man, you're in denial. That's called
Yeah,
denial.
no, yeah.
This is
No,
just
I
so
mean,
foreign to me.
It's
To
just
you.
a different thing. To
Yeah,
you.
I
you,
know, right?
to
But
you.
I'm in the
Come on.
minority. I know.
You
I
play
know.
games for ads, man.
Yeah. Can we do like a Rollick game? Guys like Rollick?
yeah.
Yeah, let me finish. So I still haven't reached the end. So
Jesus Christ.
there's also a
God,
chat.
God help us.
There's also a chat, of course, which is
Yeah.
like fully voiced, fully everything. You can, by the way, recall in the chat. There's like recall function, and you can
Are they sending dick pics to you?
no, not yet. I
Oh.
think I had calls from them, like from on mobile, and
They're calling you. Okay.
and you have like a rewind function that when you have an option, like one of the out of 3, you can return time back and select different options. That's quite
Yeah.
interesting. Then they have this thing where you can literally like pet him, the guy, as he's sitting there, and I need to wake him up because last time I think I wasn't able to do it because you can actually talk to him, and don't know if I can. I get to it.
He's
later.
I'm not sure
negging
what
you.
you are doing. Yeah.
He's
I'm not sure what
negging
they are-
you.
Yeah, I'm negging him. Yeah, because you can go to not phone. Sorry. Here it was. The chat option. Yeah, there we are. So you can go and just like be with him because there's like relax time, quality time. Listen to his heartbeat.
Wow.
Ask him for a food recommendation, which is on cooldown currently. I already did that today. And then you can get closer to him, and there's literally like hold to breathe button. Where there's like yeah, I know.
So it's basically a Tamagotchi, but with the
Yeah.
male
That's
character.
a great way of putting it. Very
Yeah,
good way of putting
I
it.
think it's like a very gacha heavy Tamagotchi.
Yeah. Asian gacha heavy Tamagotchi.
Yeah, the shop itself is also super robust per usual. Like, not really anything that they're missing there out of everything they pretty much have there, from outfits to actual, currencies to actual like materials,
Yeah, a
specific
lot of stuff.
specific characters, in this case memories that you can buy directly, or I don't know, like 20 different currencies. Like I'm just getting lost in it, to be honest. And there's, by the way, here is the battle menu. Like this is basically the like Red Shadow Legends that are like Bounty Hunt, Deepspace Track. Those are like all are pretty much designed in order to get more resources to level up the characters.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just like you go there, you fight, and you spend energy. And again, we're in the fighting thing again. So girls are fighting a lot. Like you still spend a lot of time in the battles.
Yeah.
It's not just story, but I think I would say it's like 1/3 fourth of the time that you end up battling. One third of the time you probably end up reading the story, and then I guess the maintenance of the whole dating mechanism takes like more than half. It's just like so massive. So that's there, and this is making 40 mil a month easily.
Yeah.
It seems with
What was the
Gacha.
actual user base again? Just I'm curious on how big a user base.
users.
Yeah.
1.3
Yeah,
million.
not bad.
Wow. Bigger than
Not
I
bad.
thought.
Yeah.
No,
I would say about half of it, but yeah, 60% is China.
Yeah.
Show me the creatives.
It's very unique. Very unique.
It's
And-
very
and- and
unique.
by the way,
creatives.
being able to put together these three cores, like it takes a lot of skill.
Yeah.
Like this literally took them like 10 years to do this properly in order to
Yeah.
like match
That's why Century Games is doing that.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Like,
because
it's pretty much again like the Helldivers formula. Like those guys were making the same game for last 14 years. These guys again are making games for the same market for last 13 years or whatever.
dramatic zoom.
Yeah, dramatic zoom. Yeah, but it's super interesting. Like the mechanics that they are doing here, I think again similar to Waifu games, it's coming to the West just even more slowly than the Waifu games.
Yeah. Just trying to. Jeez.
How do you do UA for a game like this? Is it actually performance marketing or is it more brand marketing?
What
You do both in Asia. There's lots of
do
offline.
you
Yeah,
mean
right.
brand marketing? What
Like, you know,
does-
like would it take over malls and buses and
That's
the
paid
theme?
UA. That's paid UA.
By the way,
That's paid UA. Like that's paid UA. There's nothing else. It's like you have influencers. People can call it whatever they want as an organic bullshit or whatever retention engagement. It's paid UA. Full stop. Anyway, so let me just do this. You know, how do you do paid UA? Did you see the Maple Studio and chapters and Real Short and Top Girl? Fucking hell, like this is exactly what they should be doing. All of that. It's insane, and this is what they're doing.
Wait, Maple Studio should do this? Or what?
Yeah, they should be doing
Oh.
it. This is just like few clips. There's like 10 like 10 pages of creatives. It's nothing. This is just really shallow. It's deep space, but not even close. Not even close. This is where's
so it's basically Final
interrogation.
Fantasy cinematics.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, exactly. Few cinematics like this, a little bit of drama, and that's it.
Yeah, this is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Didn't unlock yet.
Yeah, and I mean, there's. I'm pretty sure in China they have way different creatives, but it's only cinematics like this. Basically, almost everything from the game, right? Because now this is an interesting choices. It's also voiceover is Chinese. This is we saw. Oh.
Yeah, they're running a lot of event-based creatives, basically.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
this was.
I
this
guess
was
whatever stuff they're running in the gacha, they're putting it directly into the
Yeah.
creatives because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have
yeah.
the CGI of it anyway.
Exactly. But see, 23. Sorry, 23. It's Facebook, Moloko, Applavin, Integral, Google. Some like Immobile stuff interesting, but then YouTube obviously with these
Do you
types
think that there's just like much more creatives that we don't see because they're running them on China networks?
No,
that
most
Sensor Tower
probably.
doesn't track, that India then maybe much more robust
Most
that we just don't see.
probably, but here, look.
Doctor.
Ah, this is the doctor guy. Yeah. Now he's prisoner. It's the same guy.
Yeah. That's it. Hello, love and Deepspace, free rewards. We saw. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same concept, but different visual. We have, pilot. You mentioned that as well. And that's here we go. Where's the interrogation? I think it was somewhere in the menu here. It's
But you check the times of those creatives. They completely changed the creative strategy with the gacha.
But
Like
it's
all of the
quite
creatives are basically
normal, right? Yeah.
all are colliding with the gacha release.
yeah. It's first 13 like 11 days ago. It's all within the gacha.
Mm.
But that's come on. That's not the UA strategy. With this type of revenue, I don't think like they're spending more than 10% of that. And I said quite that would be quite a lot.
But there's not that many. Man, the thing is that there's not that many Otome games. That's the thing. There's like no alternative to this.
Sure, but does that mean there's not a big
They couldn't be
audience
better,
for
of
that?
course. Of course,
Yeah.
they could be better. Not saying that, just saying that they don't probably have competitor.
They have. What do you mean they don't have company? Like all other choices and chapters and all of these interactive stories, they are the competitor.
No
Come on.
choices with RPG heavy combat core. Not at all.
Where do you see the RPG heavy combat core in the creatives? No, it's the same. It's the same audience. It's still, maybe not exactly the same, but it's still gonna be the same audience.
There'd be
at least
overlap.
for
I'm with
yeah.
Mate on
There's
this.
overlap,
Yeah.
of course. I take
Yeah.
that. I take that back.
Yeah, and then here we are. Why are there no Top Girl AI style creatives or real short or whatever? It's insane.
Mm.
There should be, absolutely. It's a no-brainer for me. Even if we go to Uplavin, it's almost nothing there. It's all banners. It's like who the fuck runs banners on Uplavin? You run guys in the free. It's like you see, it's not really evolved at all, and it should be. It should be way creatives, different angles. Like we just talked about it on the Vita Mayong. They had 700 pages. On Uplavin they have 3. I mean, seriously, and only banners, no playables, nothing. It's a shame. Oh, maybe they have, sir. No, still.
On Sensor it's an interactive story, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So then that comes back to what I just said. It's kind of competing with these, and you just check what chapters has. Look, chapters. There you go. All the channels everywhere.
Oh wow.
Wait a second. I just don't want to see. Yeah. See? 1 second. I scroll down. 120.
121.
At least. Yeah, 120 at least.
Okay.
So it's
Can you give me the if you ended, can you give me the screen?
Yeah.
Sure.
There you go. There's not that much there, and
this is the revenue chart last 30 days. So there are these guys. Then there's some Tencent stuff, which is 2D. Another Netty stuff, which I guess
and
is
we have
also
chapters there. There you go.
Yeah, this is basically the same game, just not 3D. So they have the edge that they're 3D, and no one else is probably. And then there's chapters and the usual back.
Exactly.
Right after them.
So,
but no one is 3D yet. This is even written in the wiki page. That like in 2024, the first 3D Otome game.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're just on the edge because of the tech and like everything they have there.
Which is great, but you use that
It could be
3D
better,
and
it could be better. But they're wiping the floor. You see, they're wiping the floor.
Of course,
It is a lot of money, huh? This is just a matter of time before it will make $1 billion, right? So yeah.
Probably.
As a company, they are already there almost.
Yeah.
There's also, by the way, if you go downloads, there's actually a game that makes even more downloads, but it's still like very low number here.
Maybe it's ad driven.
It's definitely ad driven.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's like whatever. There's no revenue.
Trail crime story. Oh,
some crime story stuff that we can look at later, I guess.
Yeah.
Very interesting if they're pulling that much downloads, like I guess.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I'm just glad we get this one off our chest because we got a lot of like suggestions for this game. I also want to look at this game.
really good to cover. Yeah, it's quite fascinating.
We don't always cover the stuff that is trendy and popular here in the West. We cover the stuff that's also trendy and popular in Asia.
Yeah, and it's
So we learned something.
interesting.
And what did you learn today?
Well,
How would you tell the reverse of a waifu game? Otome game.
Otome game.
Otome. All right.
Otome.
Yeah, Otome Games.
Nice. Good. Okay.
You want to take us home, Jakub?
Yeah.
If anyone got here, and I think there will be very few of you, I guess less than Magnificent 7, write
All
us in
5.
the comments for all the other games that you want us to cover that are very niche and that probably only you know. And we'll definitely look at them because we want to learn also. And by doing some of these podcasts, we also learn a lot. We just don't want to cover the same stuff all over there.
So no ratings for today. But
out of me, 9.5, like hands down.
Ooh, of course, for
9.8.
for me 1.5.
0. I can't even grade it. There's no ads. So
Yeah. So thank you very much for listening. It's as you are at the end of the episode. Leave us a comment. So we count all 5 of you, and then join the Slack channel.
We can start the group.
Yeah, join the Slack channel, and see you there. Okay, cheers.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ciao.